Alright, so we're off to the storage unit.
The store?
Yeah, our on-property store. We actually have a storage shed, and it possesses all our goodies. We're off to go get some cookies. We just had chicken and some vegetables for supper, and we need cookies.
We do.
So, discussion we had before coming out here was that we're eating all our apocalyptic food. We got stockpiles of food that we stocked up on prior to coming out here, and cookies and stuff like that were part of that stockpile, and we've been tapping into it every now and then. Not too often, but every now and then. So we got to make the hike.
It is a hike. So you earn your tweets out here.
On your tweets.
I'm owning my tweets. Hey, the moon is big. Whoa.
Where is the moon?
It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
Hi, Sister Luna.
It doesn't look very big on camera.
No, it never does.
It's pretty big. It's a nice sky tonight.
Gorgeous.
Good color. That's orange up there. Yeah, but we stocked up and we prepared before we came out here, because we kind of knew things were going to be kind of hard to come by with
Where we
live, but just basic preparedness with this whole virus thing, riot thing. Hey, there's the moon again. It's a better shot.
It's not a full moon yet. It'll be Friday.
Oh, wow, that sky looks freaking amazing tonight.
Hey, that's beautiful.
It'll be a nice sunset.
There's storm clouds off in the distance there.
Yeah, but that's our storage shed right there. That's where we're going to go get our snacks. We got snacks in there. We got other things in there that we can't fit in the cabin.
Nah, we don't have a whole lot of space.
Because the cabin space is pretty limited. I want to see what the mesa looks like up there.
Oh,
the
wow.
Clouds. No, you can't.
Those are rain clouds.
Yeah. So that's the west right there. You can see where the sun is trying to set back there.
Ooh, so pretty.
Yep. Nice sunset tonight. So anyway, part of the joy of being out here is we get to store our own stuff that we want and go and get it. If it were raining or something like that, we wouldn't be able to do that. But
we wouldn't be having cookies.
yeah, we wouldn't be having cookies. We'd be having something else. So we're gonna go dig around for some cookies here. I just got a new tripod and I don't know how to use it, so.
Here are crash test dummies.
Ah, that's the way it does that. So now I gotta go hunt for cookies. We gotta dig everything out.
We earn our snacks for
Just
sure.
to find cookies.
Just to find cookies.
This is Kaya's dog food.
You can kind of see in there all our tubs of stuff.
I can't see it here. Cookies. This is seeds.
You know, being out here, everything we do is work. It's effort. So
This is a cookie box.
both he and I burn a few more calories. Hey,
Oh yeah.
big bars for you. I got to see this.
So This is our snack box. We got all our snacks in here. We got figs.
Are those coconut?
What the hell? Who opened this one? This one's already open.
You opened that one time when you came up here, I think.
I ate that when I was unloading the truck.
Look, coconut.
So
Did you know we had coconut ones?
No, so take those. I think you're out of ginger snaps. Got cereal in there. Oh, here's ginger snaps. So we got the ginger snaps. Those are her favorite.
They are.
So we need to restock our
cookie box?
Our cookie box. This box was full
Of
when
snacks
we
and
came out here.
cookies. We got meat.
We have some summer sausage, but this is just stuff that
Instant dry milk in case we run out of milk and we need
some
milk.
RX bars. High calorie food, so if shit does hit the fan and we can't get any food anymore, we got our snack box, but we've got other provisions in here too. This is where I keep all my tools for building my solar panels that I haven't even set up yet. I still got 400 watts of solar panel, but you know, everything we need. My kettlebells are definitely in here. This is where I come do my workouts.
This is our home gym.
So I've got my yoga mat in here, so I just set up out here
When you do yoga?
and do my workouts. No, I don't do yoga. So I'm gonna put all this crap back in there. So
So you can kind of see what we have to do anytime we want a treat.
or if we run out of canned goods or
paper towels. We run out of paper towels. We have
toilet paper, ingredients, anything we need.
baking goods if we need. There's a process. We got to take stuff out.
But this keeps us from having to go into town just to go get, you know, stuff like corn or canned goods.
Now, when we go in, we'll usually buy what was the last maybe a couple hundred of canned goods. Store up. Hey, I just saw my first mosquito.
There are no mosquitoes out here.
It landed on my arm.
Oh.
I was like, that's a mosquito.
It must have came out of the storage unit with our stuff. So another shot of the moon there.
Going back.
So now we got to hike back to the cabin.
Everything we do out here is really a hike, yes?
Yeah, so we just came uphill. That's why I was breathing heavy on the way up. Anytime I'm walking up this hill, heart rate shoots up, but it's a downhill walk now. But
I mean, it'll be harder on me since I'm carrying all this heavy stuff right here.
yeah, she's got the load. We need to get Kaya a backpack, a dog pack, so we can have her carry it for us.
Oh, that moon.
Another shot of the moon. Camera doesn't do a whole lot of justice to scenery out here.
Yeah.
I mean, that moon is so much bigger behind the trees. If I had my other camera with the higher power lens.
I think that's the thing with living in the present or living in the experience is when you're living in the experience and you're living in the moment, you're doing, not what you used to do, not that trip you once took, not the one you're going to go on, but what you're doing now. Everything is so real and tangible and 4D, 5D. It's so rich and it tantalizes the senses, but on a deeper level.
Yeah, you can't share it with anybody.
No.
Because the experience
It's like,
the
oh, what a
experience
pretty moon. That was a neat moon they showed in the video.
is way different than what video shows.
Yeah.
Video is kind of let's say spam compared to steak.
It is.
I
No,
mean,
that's an excellent analogy.
literally the video loses depth. It loses like the temperature right now. You can't feel the temperature right now.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, the humidity is low here, and you know, it's just a cool, crisp night. No wind. Moon again. Where's it at? I can't even see it on camera.
It's climb that tree. Go that way.
No, it's right there. I see it.
I see it.
But it won't even show up on camera.
Hey, and you saw our outhouse too.
Yeah, there's the outhouse. So the outhouse is, let's see, let's do a pan. So if I want to go to the bathroom, I need to go from here. So walk from the outhouse to the cabin. You don't have to go in the outhouse. Get my cookies out of the outhouse.
Whatever.
So outhouse, this is a bathroom trip. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. So
Pretend this is toilet paper.
yeah, so
Not cookies.
if it's cold, raining, snowing, nice day, nighttime, whatever, this is the path that we have to take to go to the outhouse. And we're walking, and we're still walking, and we're still walking, and we're still walking, and this is all downhill, mind you. So going there is uphill. So now she's going down to the cabin. These are our steps to the cabin. So she's down there, and I'm going down, 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 down,
Look, baby.
down, down. This is our front porch.
Look at our moon.
Still can't see the moon. Oh, there it is. It's still a little spot.
That's weird.
So now we're back at the cabin. So you just walked with us from the cabin to our storage locker where we keep goodies and stuff like that. Then from the outhouse to here. And now I got to do dishes because it's my turn to do dishes.
Well, I did most of them. You just got 2 pans.
So we have a rule that if one cooks, the other one does dishes.
So this is kind of how we do our dishes. This is our washing bowl.
Yeah, that's,
Um,
we don't have a 2-part sink, so this is part 2 of the sink. We only have cold water.
cold water.
We
This is
don't-
our water pressure.
We don't have hot water.
This is our hot water. When we do dishes,
We heat water up on that thing
using this, which is full. 'Cause
every day, but these are the dishes that I gotta clean. I gotta do cast irons.
yeah, it's twice as hard to clean cast iron.
So cast irons aren't that bad. Actually, let me show you what I use to do cast iron. This little thing here. I don't know if you can see this brush here. These little things here, I think you get them at the Mexican food stores or whatever. But these things for cast iron are amazing because it's just like a little broom. You put some hot water in there. I never use soap on my cast irons ever.
Did you ever use soap?
Nobody.
Okay,
If you ever see somebody using soap on a cast iron, take the cast iron away and beat them over the head with it because you shouldn't be using soap on your cast irons ever. So just rule of thumb. So that one there, it's clean. All I have to do is rinse it out and so the way I clean my cast irons is whatever we cook in it. Let's say I have some stuck on crap on there that baked onto the actual cast iron. Usually what I'll do is I'll just fill the cast iron with water, reheat it up, and
Like that.
like this. This has got a bunch of tomato sauce in it. So we had chicken and tomato sauce, or chicken and tomatoes. So
Kind of like
this is already preheated. I've already heated it up. And of course it's got these chunks in there, but this little brush, you know, I've seen people use scrapers. We have this goofy little thing from Pampered Chef.
best tool ever.
It's good for scraping, but I like to use a metal spatula, especially if I've got extremely hot water in there. But this little broom thing, it works wonders. It just I don't have to use any soap on my cast irons ever. So even though the water is hot, It still stays seasoned. But this was actually in the cabin when we moved in here, so I started using it for cast iron, and I don't know if it's designed for this,
Funny story, it is.
but it works.
Funny story, someone who was in the cabin before, they thought it was something to light.
Yeah, it's got a burnt spot, so somebody actually
They cleaned
used
it
it to try to light a fire with it, and so. But so the cast iron, like I said, no soap. You should never use soap on your cast iron. And just
You can use salt. I
yeah,
like to
salt.
clean mine with
If well, salt.
If it's super greasy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like my cast irons greasy. I like to stay greasy because that's what keeps everything from sticking to it. But salt is a great tool to use if you've got a cast iron that you're reconditioning, you're restoring, that has been left, that hasn't been seasoned and started to rust. Salt is a good thing. I used to use salt every single time I cleaned a cast iron because that's the way I learned to restore cast irons. And then I was like, well, why the hell am I wasting all this salt? So I started doing it this way. So now it'll go on the fire. Will you light the stove?
I am.
So it'll go on the fire and it'll dry. And we've got a little propane stove that we use here. Well, it's not a low propane stove. It holds that cast iron. Light the other side because I got that other cast iron. So I'm going to rinse this one out because I got crap in it.
Some more from the other one.
Yeah. But I just keep them on the, heat them up, let them dry out, and then I'll just take a little
Coconut oil. Or
coconut
olive
oil or extra virgin olive oil and recoat it. Here, open it for me. Recoat it so that it's seasoned. I'll just dump a little olive oil on there. And then all I do is just take a paper towel and wipe it out. And that cast iron is seasoned for the next time that I need it. So I'll let it get a little bit to the smoke point and then shut the flame down. That same thing with this one. And it's seasoned and ready to go. So anyway, just wanted to let y'all see what an evening with the Two Tribes crew is like. Off grid out here.
Yeah.
Kaya's already eaten. Nikki's ready for bed, and the cast irons are done. So I'll just kill those flames and like, subscribe, let us know what you think. Stay out of our snack box now that y'all know where it is. So we're gonna have to put another layer of security on that thing. So all right, y'all take care. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.